All right. Welcome to our first thought, our football heavy episode. Today I have a lot of shit to talk about here. We got a lot to talk about from this first week. So
Yep.
We'll start with our injuries and situations that happened this week.
Yep. Per usual.
Go ahead.
Starting out, there's a lot of shoulder upper body injuries. Most notable one was Tyreek Hill.
Clavicles.
Collarbone, actually.
Yeah.
But he broke his collarbone. He's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks, but they're not putting him on IR, so he'll be back, but the Chiefs will be fine without him. The Raiders safety Jonathan Abram was placed on IR with a shoulder injury as well. Devin Funchess, the Colts wide receiver, broke his collarbone.
Jesus
He was
Christ.
placed on IR. Nick Foles broke his clavicle. He's going to have surgery, and then they said there was not a timetable for him coming back. And then Geis had a knee injury. He's getting an MRI here later this week, I think, but he's also out for at least a couple games. So
That's a lot of fucking upper body.
Oh yeah, dude.
Shoulder injuries
It's a whole lot.
for the first week.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every injury this week was all just clavicle or collarbone or something
Yeah,
of the
something
sort.
like that.
Yeah.
Those are the big ones. But if we move on to trade-ins and signings, the big one was AB went to the Pats, and they traded Demaryius Thomas to the Jets for I think a 6th-round pick here in 2020. So
Yeah.
and then Tunsil was traded to the Texans here earlier this week from Miami. So he just got there on like Friday or something and then played in that Sunday game against New Orleans. But I thought he did all right for being put on a team with less than a week to practice. So
Yeah. I think he only let up one sack.
yeah.
I saw he let up a sack, but I mean, if you're only with the team for 5 days,
Yeah.
what the hell are you going to do?
Yep. Exactly. But that's it for the injuries and signings. Unless you want to talk about AB at all.
The whole AB situation wasn't 100% planned. Like this whole thing, all the way from leaving the Steelers, it's all planned easily. And he already said that he hired social media consultants to see how fast he could get traded or dropped from the team.
Well, the thing is with Steelers, he didn't choose where he got to go because he wasn't.
They would have never traded him to the Pats.
Well, the Pats offered a 1st round for him.
Yeah, but
instead
the
they took a
Steelers
3rd
didn't want
and
to
a
trade
5th.
him there.
Yeah, so
he went ahead and went to the Oakland Raiders and then got himself fucking kicked off the team there.
I don't think he initially thought he was going to get kicked. He wanted to get kicked off Oakland though.
And then he went to Oakland. And then he
went there.
And then he went there and he met the quarterback and he hated it there. And then he said, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go play for the Pats." And then he got kicked off the team.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that none of that happened because Rosenhaus was Gronk's agent as well when he was still playing.
And the fact that he was talking to them before and like his contract was going to be $30 million and they just so happened to have exactly $30 million of cap to give him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
but he's probably going to be on the exempt list.
Probably.
Anyway, so obviously you're innocent until proven guilty, but he just got accused of raping a former, what was she? Trainer?
Something like that.
Yeah. So
anyway, fuck AB. Who cares? Let's stop talking about him. Let's get into our takeaways of the first week. You want to go with yours? Yeah,
my first one is the AFC South is the toughest or best division in football.
Yes,
right now.
they are. For sure. We were watching on Sunday, and we were just watching through the games, and we saw like how the Jags were playing and how the Colts were playing. And I immediately looked at you. I was like, bro, this may be the best division in football this year, honestly. And then the Texans come out and are firing on all cylinders.
Yep.
And it's just insane.
Yep.
It is insane.
For sure.
They're going to be...
There's going
to be at least 2 teams that come out of that division in the playoffs.
Probably. It's still early, but they all look pretty good this first week. But my second one is actually Deshaun Watson is Andrew Luck. Now hear me out here because it's not what most people think, right? So he was sacked 6 times against New Orleans.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
The line is garbage.
Yep.
Andrew Luck, when he first came in, line was garbage. Andrew Luck had his lacerated kidney and all that. Deshaun Watson tore his ACL and then also had a punctured lung and had to drive because he was hurt.
Because he's had a terrible offensive line.
Yeah, because he's had a terrible offensive line. Andrew Luck and Deshaun Watson both like to take hits and try to extend plays.
Yeah. and take risks whenever they try to get into the end zone. Exactly what happened this weekend.
And so yeah, they're both
the
extremely similar.
Yeah.
And their offensive line were both not good when they started.
I didn't even connect that until you just said that, but like literally like the same player with just Deshaun Watson this weekend. With Deshaun Watson this weekend going over the top for that touchdown and then hurting his back, and then his back was hurt the whole rest of the game.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, they literally are the same player.
Yeah. So
because if they don't get him protection fast, it's just gonna keep doing the same thing.
I mean, they traded for Tunzel, which is good. But
yeah. But I mean, he was only there for 5 days. I mean, he did well for only being there for 5 days.
He did compared to the rest of the line.
Yeah.
So.
I was gonna compare something else, but I forgot what it was. So my takeaways of this week: the Saints may never lose a game at home this year, honestly.
Yeah.
And their fans, bro, did you watch that game?
Yes.
The fans went in on the refs the whole game.
Well, they should.
Anytime the refs did anything.
Well, the refs blew 2 calls that game.
Yeah.
Bad.
Well, and because of last year in the playoffs, they missed the pass interference against the Rams. And man, those fans were letting the refs have it. They were just going in on them. It was hilarious. And then my second is the Jags backup is better than Foles.
Yeah.
We were watching that game, and as soon as Foles came out of that game, they started playing like a completely different team.
Gardner Minshew II. He's a rookie from Washington State, and he was a 6th round pick, and last year he led the FBS in passing yards per game.
If Foles gets healthy and comes back, they need to sit him on the bench until playoffs and play this guy during the regular season because honestly, I think if he had started that game, they may have won.
He threw for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception.
And he came in, I think, middle of second quarter.
Yeah, against the Chiefs, which are some people's favorites to win the Super Bowl. So to do that, it's impressive.
Honestly, like if he comes back, they need to just keep him in because I mean, he tore him up. He literally tore him up. He was throwing dimes out there.
Yeah.
And I honestly think if he had started, that game would have been a lot closer.
Yeah, he even kept them in it, even though their defense was dog shit. I mean, they look god awful.
That I saw that play you were talking about. I didn't see it on Sunday, but the DB for the Colts that picked that with what was his
interception.
Name? What's his name?
Malik Hooker.
Man, I saw that shit come up across Facebook, and man, he just reached up and snagged that shit out of the air and took off.
It was one hell of a catch.
The Colts are going to be good. I mean, I know that they lost this week, but the Colts are going to be good with. Dude,
they looked real good.
Their line is really good. They've got him, and then the Mac, the running back, Mac is really, really good too.
Yep.
He was breaking some good ones. So
yeah, no, their offensive line played really well. I was a bit disappointed in their defensive play, run game wise, but they should fix it in the next coming weeks. But
how about that Jets Bills game? How did the Jets get 4 turnovers and lose that game?
It was 6.
And lose it.
Well, not only that, their defense scored a touchdown and got a safety, and they still lose.
It was 16-0, and they let them come back and win after they got 6 turnovers.
Half the points that team scored, the defense scored, and they still couldn't even win.
They still
Why? Because Sam Darnold is dog shit.
Comes back to Forrest's most hated player.
He's so bad, and also, where's Le'Veon Bell in this whole game?
Yeah, for real.
Didn't even see him.
Forrest kept asking me. I saw him like once or twice in the game.
Didn't see him a single time.
Yo, are they just not playing this dude? I was like, yeah, he was in last play, but he didn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know what that team is a mess, and they're dog shit.
How about the Dolphins? 15.
Yeah, the Dolphins are so bad.
15 people after the game requested a trade.
The Dolphins are so bad. People are trying to leave the team.
How bad do you have to be for that to happen?
Don't know.
15 players.
To be fair, I couldn't tell you a single person from those 15
I couldn't
that
either.
tried to leave because they're all shit.
Yeah.
So
the whole team's shit. They need to just give up and just put the pads in the locker room and just not play this year.
Yeah, might as well.
Do we have take it or leave it for this week?
No, I traded and sent it in.
Okay, we'll do that
Saturday.
We'll go straight to our picks then.
That's fine.
I'll throw them up on the screen here.
Go for it. Do you have any of the ones that we don't do? You pick any of those?
Did I pick any that we...
Like Thursday, Monday.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't pick. Okay. I didn't pick a Monday... I didn't pick Monday night, Sunday night, or Thursday night.
Okay. We can go over those real quick.
Okay, so you didn't pick any of those either?
No.
All right, so if you want to go through those three real quick.
Yeah, Thursday night was Tampa Bay at Carolina, and Carolina's favored by 6.5. I think Carolina wins this game.
I like
easy,
Carolina there, but
it's a Thursday night.
Yeah,
game.
it's a Thursday night game, and I'm not sure if they win by 6.5.
I think they do.
I think they win, but I don't know if by that much.
Sunday night, Philly is favored by 1.5 at Atlanta.
Both of those teams have fucked us multiple times in the past.
After last year, I'm just not betting on it.
Philly was down 20-0, I think it was this week, and came back and won. Yeah. So I have Philly in that game because Atlanta looked like shit. But I'm not gonna bet it because
I agree.
I refuse to bet on Philly ever again after what happened last year.
And then Monday night is Cleveland favored by 2.5 at the Jets.
Honestly, the Jets are terrible, and Cleveland.
Cleveland
fucked us last week.
This is just a repeat of last week when it was Buffalo at Jets, because all three teams right now are equally as bad.
Everybody thought Cleveland was going to be good. We should have known better.
Yeah,
we bet on them and we lost because of them.
Yeah, they're by far the most overrated team in football right now.
But the Jets are probably right next to the Bills and the
Miami.
Yeah, right next to the Bills and Miami. They're the worst team.
Yeah, and Cleveland keeps going like they did. They keep going like they did last week, and they'll be down there real quick too. So
if they lose to the Jets, they're the worst fucking team.
Oh shit.
So you want to run through?
Yeah, I'll go through all the Sunday games real quick.
All of our bets are
talk
on
about
Sunday.
those. Yep. First game on here is Indy at Tennessee. Tennessee's favored by 3. The Chargers are favored by 2.5 at Detroit. Buffalo's favored by 2 at New York, playing against the Giants. Arizona's at Baltimore. Baltimore's favored by 13.5. New England is favored by 18.5 against Miami. Miami's at home.
That's a big spread.
Yep. Dallas is favored by 5 at Washington. Jacksonville's at Houston, and Houston's favored by 9. Seattle's at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's favored by 4. San Francisco's at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's favored by 1.5. Minnesota's at Green Bay. Green Bay's favored by 3. Kansas City's favored by 8 at Oakland. New Orleans at LA, playing against the Rams. The Rams are favored by 2.5. And Chicago is at Denver, and Chicago's favored by 3.
So do you have any no's? An absolute no.
Yeah, I have 2.
I have 1.
My first one is New Orleans against the Rams.
Really?
Yep. The game's too close. I don't like it. They both played well.
What's your second?
Seattle at Pittsburgh.
Seattle at Pittsburgh. Okay.
Because they looked bad.
Unless this is your lock, which it may be. It may honestly be your lock. I had the New England game. New England against Miami.
No, but it was one of my 3.
I had an absolute no.
Why?
I mean, 18.5.
They're going to beat them by 40.
I know Miami.
They're going to beat them by... There is no way they don't win by 40.
I know Miami sucks,
It
but
is
18.5
It is the best
big
team
spread.
in the league against a team where the players don't even want to play and they want to get traded. So you're telling me that they're not beating them by 40.
I mean, maybe, but 18.5
Maybe.
is big spread, bro.
Dude, who cares how big the spread is when they're going to win by 100?
It's big. I had New Orleans at LA in my 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I had New Orleans winning at LA
I don't think so.
by more than 2.5.
Well, they don't have to win by 2. They they don't have to lose by 2.
Yeah. But what are your 3 games?
My lock is the
we didn't go.
My lock is the Chargers.
The Chargers
at Detroit.
At Detroit. Yeah.
That's my lock.
I didn't even think about that, honestly.
What's your lock?
My lock is San Fran beats the Bengals, no doubt in my mind.
See, because mine is the Bengals winning against San Francisco. So that was one of my 3.
No.
Cincinnati looked a hell of a lot better than San Francisco, and Cincinnati's at home.
Absolutely not.
Yes, they did. They almost beat Seattle.
Who cares, bro?
Who cares?
Well, that's my lock, so we got to take it.
I ain't taking shit.
You have to.
No, I don't.
Locks we have to take, bro. No veto.
Veto.
San Fran at Cincinnati, they're going to win. I'm going to fight for this because I went perfect this week.
You just fucked us this week. But
you
that's
just
fine.
fucked us last week. I don't want to hear your
Actually,
shit.
I didn't because I said, what about the Browns? And you said, yeah, dude, let's do it. I like the Browns this week.
I did
There
agree.
was no pushback by the Browns pick last week, so I don't want to hear shit.
I did agree.
Also, you were hesitant in the Baltimore game, and they beat the flying fuck out of Miami.
They did.
So I don't want to hear it.
But I did have a perfect week on my picks last week.
Yeah, you did. So did 5 other people in the league. So
you had what? So I had San Francisco. You have Chargers.
I have Chargers.
Okay, so my 3 games are I had Chicago beating Denver -3.5 or -3, and then I have Dallas beating Washington. Dallas is -5, and then I had the Saints and Rams. But you said a no on that one, so
I
I'll
had
take that one off.
Kansas City -8 against Oakland.
See, I didn't like that.
That's easy.
I almost put that at my no.
That's easy.
Because Oakland just beat the shit out of Denver. They looked way better than anybody thought they were going to look.
Yeah, but they're still dog shit, and they're playing one of the best teams in the league.
I'm telling you, I don't like that game. But
I'm
keep
telling
going.
you, I like it. New England is at Miami. I had New England because they're going to beat them by 40. So, and then I had Cincinnati at home beating San Francisco.
Man, we kind of disagree on every pick. I did have a 4th option.
Who?
I had Houston. Where is it?
-9's too big.
Yeah, no, I had Jacksonville. I had Houston. I had Houston winning -9. Dude,
Yeah,
they tore it up against the Saints. They tore it up. Yeah, too big of a spread, bro. New England -18.5
against Miami, bro.
Okay.
Jacksonville
who just got beat by fucking like 30 points.
Jacksonville has one of the best defenses in the league if they get their head out of their ass this week.
And Kansas City just gave it to
you just said Minshew looks better than Foles, which means this team overall is better as a group.
Not than Houston.
By 9 points, yeah.
Shit. So what do we have? What do we have right now? We have the Chargers and
you're
San
forcing me to
Francisco.
take San Francisco even though they're losing.
Yeah, I am. They're not losing.
Yes.
First of all. No, they're not.
Yes, they are, bro.
No.
Did you even watch that game?
Yeah.
San Francisco looked like dog shit.
It looked good, bro. I don't want to hear
They
shit.
looked like dog
Have
shit
you
against
seen Jimmy
Tampa
G,
Bay, bro. The only person he can throw to is Kettle because no one else on the team is good.
That's true, but they're going to win that game.
I don't like Chicago because their offense is shit.
Their offense is shit, but their defense is really good.
Yeah, but I'm not even sure their offense can score 3 points.
Denver's defense just let Oakland fucking give them the dick.
Yeah, Oakland's offense is also better than Chicago's.
Well, that's also true, but what the hell do you want from me, bro? You don't want any of my goddamn picks. What about Dallas?
Shit, bro.
Dallas -5 at Washington. Washington was up by 20 and let the Eagles come back and beat them by 20.
Washington was also up by 20.
Yeah, they were up by 20, and then their defense took a shit and just said, okay, I'm going to go sit on the bench.
Yeah, but if they don't do that, they beat
Dallas.
They beat
went
Eagle.
off last week.
Well, it was against the Giants. All right, let's settle down.
Okay, still, they did. They looked good.
Yeah, but
Dallas isn't a bad pick. I understand Chicago
it's not bad,
because their offense is shit, and I understand the Jags in Houston because it's a big spread. So
it's a big spread against 2 teams that are close.
We haven't even said anything about Minnesota at Green Bay, but I don't really like that.
Because obviously Baltimore is going to beat the fuck out of Arizona at home.
Baltimore is going to...
I'd take that game too.
I don't like that.
Why?
Because
2 touchdowns.
Arizona clicked at the 4th quarter.
Against the Lions?
Yeah,
are you high?
Against the Lions.
Against the Lions,
they looked good, bro.
They didn't even win. They tied.
I know. Trust me. I know, dude. Me of all people knows, Forrest. I don't need to hear your shit. I got a bet on them, and they tied.
Yeah,
they
you fucking
tied.
suck ass, bro.
Tied. Who ties? Fuck the NFL for letting people tie. I'm tired of the bullshit.
Remember when you said that they were going to beat Detroit for the first game of the win, and then they
came
tied?
back. I don't want to hear it, dude. All right, you don't like the Dallas game either?
Nah, Dallas.
We're gonna have to give
Dallas game's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna take Dallas, and then I've got
not necessarily, but it's okay.
Bro, we have to pick something.
Yeah, let's take
Definitely
Baltimore
we're
at
not
home.
touching that Buffalo Giants game either.
Yeah, absolutely fucking not. Although I would take the Giants in that game.
I would take the Giants too, but oh my god.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so what did you just say?
The Baltimore game, dude. They're at home.
I can't pick that. I gotta bet on Arizona, bro.
So, not my problem. It's their first home game, and they're favored by less than 2 touchdowns.
I don't like it.
You're something else, dude.
We haven't even talked about Indy, Tennessee either, but I think that's honestly going to be a good game. I think it's going to be close. I think Indy wins it.
No, see, I would take it if the Colts didn't. If Eckler didn't run through the Colts last week, I'd take that game in a heartbeat.
I honestly think Indy wins that from a field goal from Vinny this week because he missed 2 extra points and a field goal last week.
That's not how it works. That's how you think Arizona works. Oh, it's Fitzgerald's last year. They're going to go 500.
That's
not how the NFL works.
Watch, bro. I'm going to say it right
really?
here.
What are they right now?
They win by a game-winning field goal this week.
Okay, they don't.
They do.
They win by 2 touchdowns.
That's not true. You think Tennessee's dog shit, but they're not that bad.
They are bad.
No, they're not.
Really?
They just played fucking great this weekend.
Against who?
I don't remember. I just remember
it was against Cleveland.
Okay. Valid. All right. Let's move on. Dude, I really like New Orleans.
But the only reason I don't take Colts in that game is because I think Derrick Henry could have like 200 yards rushing.
Yeah.
If the Colts defense plays like they did against the Chargers. But
the Saints rush defense was absolute dog shit. No, other way around. Saints pass defense was dog shit against Houston.
And you want to take them against
well, no, I was just pointing it out.
The Rams.
Well, we're not going to take them because you said no.
Yeah.
So right now we have maybe Dallas, we have San Francisco and the Chargers. So we got to fucking come up with something. I think Baltimore, honestly, I think Baltimore wins, but I don't think they win by 13.5.
They win by more than 13.5. New England wins more than 18.5. Guaranteed.
Dude, I almost want to come off of my no and take New England. But if we lose this game...
I mean, you've already fucked the week because you took San Francisco. But
no.
Yes.
No. Forrest, I have to fight for what's right, okay?
Hey, listen, where are you going with it? Because it was your lock. I'm just saying you fucked us, though.
So we have San Fran, the Chargers...
I'm just saying out of all games, honestly, you chose that one.
I'm going to take off my fuck no, and we're going to take New England.
We don't have to. I'm fine.
Let's take New England at Miami.
I'm fine with the Dallas
They
game.
are... I have confidence in them. They played probably the best... Their defense...
Yes,
their defense is probably going to score.
I honestly don't know how Miami scores.
Their defense may score 18 points. Honestly.
Yeah, honestly. I'm fine with the Dallas game, though, I guess.
So,
away, but
you want to take New England and Dallas?
That's fine.
Because other than that, it's not looking like we're going to. I mean, I like Kansas City, but Oakland did play well on Monday.
I guess.
Way better than anybody thought they were going to.
Washington kind of scares me, though, because they were up 20-0 against the Eagles.
Yeah, but then they fucked it.
Yeah, but whatever, dude. They go up 20 against the Eagles, and then their defense doesn't shit the bed. They win by like 50, and it's like 50-0.
Yeah, but their defense did, though. That's the problem.
They were okay. Really, their offense let them down. Well, with guys getting hurt, that kind of hurt them. Also, Adrian Peterson is hated by Jay Gruden, so.
Pick one on there and tell me you really want it.
What?
Like you really want it.
Cincinnati, but
no,
San Francisco is a lock.
Other than that. Because right now we have Chargers, San Francisco.
Well, you agree with the New England one, and that was the one that I wanted, so.
And then, okay, so we're going to take New England. So I'll fight for one here. This is hard. This is a really hard week. When you sent me these lines, I looked at them and I was like, we're going to have a debate about this shit because these are not great lines.
No, none of them really are.
Especially, there's so many -3s. There's 3 -3s up there, and I hate them. If it was -2.5, so most of the time, if it was -2.5, I would like it a lot better. But
I mean, that New England game's only 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like,
Man.
if you can't beat Miami.
What about Minnesota, Green Bay? Green Bay -3. And they're at Green Bay. Opener for Lambeau.
Dude, Minnesota just ran through the Falcons.
I know, but this shit is fucking hard, dude. So we got.
Do you not want to go with Dallas?
I'm okay with Dallas. Are you good with it?
I mean, if you're going for them, then sure.
What? I kind of want to take Indy at Tennessee.
Yeah.
That way we have an underdog.
Well, I don't give a shit as long as we win.
I don't know.
San Francisco is an underdog, and you took them, so.
Hell yeah, I did. I don't know why they're an underdog,
Yeah,
because they're easily going to win that game.
Funny.
San Francisco, Chargers, New England, Dallas.
Yeah, if you want Dallas, that's fine.
All right. That's it then. Chargers, New England, Dallas.
I'll be damned if New England doesn't beat them by 3 touchdowns.
I'll be damned if you're wrong about this Cincinnati-San Francisco game. So fuck off.
I can't believe you don't think New England wins by 3 touchdowns against Miami.
I mean, I think they do, but that's such a big spread.
You thought same thing last week against Baltimore, and they beat him by like 40 points. So
well, that's true, but you also didn't listen to me most of the time last week, and I won 4 games.
You did win 4 games. You also, the one game that I got wrong, you agreed with wholeheartedly and didn't even try to argue. Because the one game you did argue, Baltimore beat them by like 30 points. So
yeah, that's definitely true. All right, so that's it. That's a wrap on that.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so Chargers, New England, Dallas, and San Francisco.
That's fine, dude.
Lock it up.
I guess.
All right, you want to go into some fantasy stuff? Anybody that surprised you this week? Like that you either had somebody play against you, or you played against somebody else that went off?
Yeah. Well, Eckler was on my bench this week, but he surprised me. I didn't think the Chargers were going to have that good of a run game against Indy's defense after last year, because they had a pretty good run defense last year. So that one surprised me a little bit. Also, watching the Ravens game, Lamar Jackson also surprised me, because I was not expecting him to throw for 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, he went off. Went off.
And I knew he was good, and I knew he was going to play well, but I expected that team to be a more
rounded,
just a more run game heavy offense than him throwing.
Who they have
like
at running back now?
Yards.
Don't they have
Mark Ingram?
Yeah, Mark Ingram now.
Yeah. So I was expecting him to carry more of the load, but yeah, he threw for 5. Again, it was against Miami, so whatever. And this week they play Arizona, so it's probably going to be the same thing.
No, it's not.
On them.
No, it's not.
Yes, stop.
No, it's not.
Stop.
Fuck off. How about Sammy Watkins going for over 40 points? 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, you can also think that to Tyreek Hill getting hurt, but...
Yeah, true, but the first touchdown wasn't whenever he was hurt.
Yeah, I just mean as a whole, though.
Yeah.
He definitely targeted Watkins more because Tyreek wasn't in the game.
Dak went off for 33. These are all people that the person that I played had.
Oh, yeah.
So, Dak had 33. He had Sammy Watkins on the bench, bro. Yeah. On the bench with over 40 points.
I mean, you can't really blame him, I guess.
No, he would have never played Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
Unless he had somebody hurt.
Yeah.
And then he had Hopkins and Thomas, bro, and it looked like they were the only 2 wide receivers on the field.
It's because they were.
Yeah.
I almost traded for Hopkins today in my fantasy league.
I was not happy because every single catch was just those 2 just catching the ball.
Yeah.
I had Drew Brees. Guess who he was throwing the ball to?
That's right.
Michael Thomas about every other play. Guess who gets more points for that? Michael Thomas. Every single time.
Drew Brees had a good game, though.
Yeah, he had a good game, but he threw fucking 15 passes to Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Whatever. No, that's pretty much it. I mean, I tried to trade for Hopkins earlier this week. I had Josh Jacobs on my bench that I didn't play. And for Josh Jacobs and either T.Y. or Thielen for Hopkins, he said no, but
I had all my points on my fucking bench and my work league. I had 25 points for Fitz on the bench, 25 points for John Brown on the bench, which I wouldn't have played anyways on the Bills. And then I had another 15 for Josh Gordon on the bench. And my receivers scored 5 points and 6 points that I had in.
Yeah, it's because you suck it. Well, it's because you woke up at noon and you're like, oh shit, forgot to set my lineup.
I woke up at 11:30.
Yeah, still didn't set your lineups for any of your leagues. And then you lost, shocker.
Bro, you're an asshole.
Did you even win any this week?
I won in our league. I did not win in my work league. I lost by like 30 points in my work league.
That's awful.
But had I put in the people that scored the points, I would have won.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's a rip to Trevor.
I play Riley this week in our league.
Yahoo Fantasy sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, it's definitely worse than ESPN's.
It's no doubt. It
took me. It
looks like shit.
I was looking at my team on this like yesterday, I think, trying to set my lineup for this week, and it took me like 10 minutes to try to figure out how to like switch my flex out and put someone in, because it had me, for whatever fucking reason, it had me on the week 1 previous, so I couldn't change anything in week 1. Obviously, it took me like 15 minutes to figure out how to get to week 2 to change it.
Yeah. No, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It looks like shit too, and I just can't stand it. So
yeah, like I don't need to know how many stars this person's
Yeah, that's
rated.
what I was thinking.
Like,
who cares about the fucking star, first of all? And then they have some other bullshit sitting next to his name. It's just, take all that out of there. You don't need that. I don't need to know how many stars he is, okay?
Yeah.
I just want to play him.
I just need to know when he's playing, where he's playing.
Don't try to make me feel bad because I'm playing somebody that's 1 star. Okay?
I don't even need to know the projected points because I know all my players. Like,
yeah. All I need to know is, are they hurt?
And where and when are they playing? That's it.
Are they still the starter? Is LaShawn McCoy the starter?
No.
That's all I need to know.
Absolutely fucking
Hey,
not.
guess who had 82 yards this week?
Wow, dude. What did I tell you?
What did I tell you?
What did I tell you? They're going to beat the shit out of him. And then Williams wasn't even going to play very much because McCoy was going to get most touches because they beat the shit out of him, and there's no need to play your starting running back and get him hurt when you could play the backup, and if he gets hurt, it's whatever because he's the fucking backup.
You just wait. You just wait till week 4.
I will wait, and I didn't see anything impressive from him week 1, so I'm not too worried.
You just wait, dude. You just fucking wait. You want to get into this music?
Sure.
Or you got more shit to talk about.
Also, they're playing Oakland, and if he's going to start, he has to do well there, and they have to win. And apparently that's not going to happen because you didn't want to take him. So.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Bro, all this
Let's try to backtrack. Oh shit. I fucked up. Let's try to backtrack.
Bro, when you have bets like that, and then you've got fantasy, and then you've got picks that you have to make, it's kind of hard to line everything up.
Listen, dude. I don't care.
He's going to be fine. He's going to start. I have no doubt in my mind. By week 4, he may even start week 3.
Moving up to week 3 then, huh?
I'm not moving the bet up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm just saying.
Why don't you shut your dumb ass up and play the songs?
I'm just saying, he may.